Disclaimer: this movie explanation contains disturbing and supernatural elements that may be distressing. Please proceed with caution.
In a cursed cottagecore aesthetic way out in the boonies, we're talking 0 bars of Wi-Fi, touch grass territory. Meet Ramona. She's currently in her flop era, serving absolute depression core looks. No makeup, just vibes. Ramona was finally getting some quality time with her trauma when her walking reminder of a failed marriage Dorito boy barged in. He really interrupted her morning session with depuration to ask about the electricity. Bro, the server is down. They are literally playing on a potato right now. 0 FPS, 0 electricity, total skill issue. Here we had learned that they were financially struggling. Imagine being so poor that country living is your only option. They're living that 1800s lifestyle, but without the cool outfits. Their net worth is lower than Dorito Boy's IQ. They aren't living off the grid. The grid literally blocked them for non-payment. Absolute poverty diff. Ramona decided to share the misery. She looked at her son like he was a pop-up ad she couldn't close and told him to shut it. Go make food, she basically said, acting like there's actually anything in the pantry besides dust and disappointment. She's not just a mother, she's a jump scare in a bathrobe. In the next scene, we meet Daughter and Mr. Penguin, who are just chilling in Ohio when Ramona tries to rizz them up with a good morning. Ramona told her to lock in for morning feeding and then skedaddled. The moment she left, Daughter's face went straight to the 1,000-yard stare. She's definitely not a fan. Total negative aura moment for the mom. Next up, we see the family dog, who's honestly just trying to survive the plot. Dorito Boy is serving up some ancient, sketchy sludge that PETA dumped on them last year. It's probably mostly sawdust and broken dreams. The poor dog is literally in his struggle era. From there, we also learned that Dorito Boy isn't just the son. He's the maid, the chef, and the janitor. Imagine being a servant to a woman who can't even pay the electric bill. He's out here working 24/7 for 0 coins while his sister hangs out with a stuffed bird. Skill issue? No, it's a life issue. They're so broke they can't even afford a 50-cent pack of matches. Dorito Boy had to loot the shady attic biome. He found the dad's loot crate, but the rarity was common at best. Just some Us magazines, pirated retro titles, W for piracy, and a lighter. Imagine having a dad whose only contribution to the world was a way to warm his own ass during cold nights. Ramona's phone is officially cooked. No Riz, no battery, just vibes and prayers. She tried to walk out like a Sigma, but one slip on the stairs and she realized she's falling in more ways than one. She's losing control of her life, her house, and the 2 strangers she calls children. The squad is gathered in the dining lobby, but the team composition is all wrong. Dorito Boy is out here trying to invite a player who's been perma-banned from the server. He set a place for his dad like he's waiting for a respawn that isn't coming. Ramona took a bite and the flavor profile was suspicious. She asked for the tea on the ingredients, and Dorito Boy just deadpanned Dorito. Turns out his entire personality is just a Dorito addiction. Ramona's aura was getting aggressive, but then Daughter dropped a fart that shook the crib. It was a total bruh moment that turned the anger into goofy awe laughter. The laughter was a total blink and you miss it moment because the dog just posted a cringeworthy L on the floor and started looting his own vomit. Ramona's toxicity level went off the charts. She told Dorito Boy to clear the floor, but when he lagged on the response, she threatened to ban the dog from life. Dorito Boy didn't want the dog to get a game over, so he logged out to the backyard. Ramona opens a letter from the insurance agency, and wow, she got caught in 4K. The insurance guild caught her looting drop. The devs checked the logs and they think she was griefing her own teammate. The letter basically accuses her of team killing her husband to farm the insurance gold. They think she forced him to disconnect. Ramona was finally thinking about someone other than herself, specifically her own past crimes, when her walking headache of a son barged in. He told her some lady in a burqa is sitting in the field. Imagine being so bad at gatekeeping your property that random strangers just start camping in your yard. Daughter asks if they need to equip their PvP loadout. Ramona is panicking and tells the squad to cut comms and go stealth mode. Dorito Boy, however, has flagged the lady as a hostile NPC. He's convinced she's a high-level boss and screams at Ramona to equip the legendary Freedom Blaster for maximum damage. Bro is ready to start the raid. Ramona really said, "I'm the Sigma here." She wasn't going to take orders from a beta NPC like Dorito Boy. She took her skibidi awe outside to mog the lady in the field. She's walking with that Ohio confidence, ready to phantom tax whoever is camping on her lawn. Ramona was ready to mog the visitor, but the lady had that secret American riz. She pulled out the flag, and Ramona's aura instantly evaporated. It was a total bruh moment in the middle of the cotton field. Ramona's brain is cooked. She's just standing there, staring at the stars and stripes like a total NPC. The dog was out here with that bombastic side eye. He was literally mogging Ramona with his judgmental aura. Ramona felt her riz slipping away and told the dog to stop staring before he catches a ban. Ramona stomped over like she actually owned the place, but the lady in the burqa humbled her real quick. With one look at that ID card, Ramona's boss act crumbled. It's the insurance officer, and she knows Ramona's been acting sussy baka. She's here to phantom tax the insurance payout and send Ramona straight to the gulag. Ramona tried to cancel the officer by threatening to call the content cop, which is honestly a mid-tier threat. The officer just laughed in her face, completely unfazed. She told Ramona that the accidental disconnect of her husband was actually a manual shutoff. If Ramona doesn't admit she was farming for insurance gold to fund a big city glow-up, she's getting perma-banned from society. Ramona really tried to introduce Mr. Gunn like it's her boyfriend. How embarrassing. But the lady in the burqa hit her with a visual metaphor that went way over Ramona's head. She showed those red hands, basically telling Ramona she's been in the trenches while Ramona was busy being a depressed boss bitch to her own son. Ramona tried to make a dramatic exit, cursing out everyone like she's the victim here. She cursed the world and fled to the freaky shade, desperate to put miles between herself and her sins. But the Jeep was as broken as her soul. It sat there, cold and silent. A heavy metal coffin that refused to carry her away from the consequences she created. Dorito Boy's spidey sense was tingling. He knew Ramona was acting sussy baka and was ready to ditch the Ohio crib for good. He watched her try to hit the escape button, but the Jeep said L plus ratio. He knew she was ready to phantom tax their entire future just to save her own aura. Chat, the dog was literally flaming everyone in local comms. The insurance officer finally had enough of the toxic chat and issued a manual kick. The dog got sent to the Shadow Realm, disconnected from the server for being a nuisance. The lobby is finally on push to talk only. Ramona's escape attempt was a total fail, so she ran back to the Ohio crib to start a lockdown. She told Dorito Boy to lock the doors and windows to save their aura. She even told him to zip up his pants like he was about to get phantom taxed. She's tweaking for real, trying to hide from the skibidi officer outside. Daughter hit them with the lookout riz as the insurance lady moved closer. Ramona's aura is officially cooked. It's actually subterranean now. She told Daughter to go full feminist mode and shut the window to stop the skibidi officer from entering. She's yapping just to yap at this point while the walls close in. Dorito Boy's CPU usage was at 100%. He was trying to frame perfectly calculate the next move, but the RNG was just too bad. He was looking for an exploit in the insurance lady's dialogue, but his brain finally hit a fatal error. He's officially AFK in the middle of the kitchen, totally glitched out while the final boss approaches the front door. Ramona tried to phantom tax the vibes with an ice cream break, but Dorito Boy was totally glitching in Ohio. Ramona's aura went full negative, and she smashed the goofy aw mug to prove she's the alpha. Daughter tried to call the support squad, but she's got 0 math riz. She lost the count after 7 and just stood there while the house burned down. The whole Ohio squad is in the living room and the vibes are 0 riz. Dorito Boy is mogging the window, keeping a sharp eye on the skibidi officer as she closes the distance. Ramona's aura is totally evaporated, and the daughter is just glitching in the corner. Ramona's boss bitch persona just hit the Alt F4 button. The fake feminism she was using as a shield evaporated the second the insurance lady got within range. She decided to go full villain arc and delete all the evidence. She ran to grab Miss Knife, her final toxic accessory. Dorito Boy finally stopped lagging and saw the Ohio dirt on Ramona's feet. He knew she was acting like a total sussy baka. Before he could mog her with the truth, the lore drop just happened. Ramona's villain origin story is that she was a failed art girly. She used to make modern art, aka gluing trash to a canvas, but nobody vibes with it. Naturally, she gaslit her family into thinking they were the reason she wasn't famous. Suddenly, a cursed moaning sound echoed like a bad TikTok audio. Ramona checked the window. Major jump scare warning. The insurance lady has glitched closer to the house. Ramona has her melee weapon equipped and hidden in the environment for a sneak attack. Dorito Boy is panicking in the comms, asking if they should call the Ghostbusters or Father Diddy to handle the moaning entity outside. He's trying to trigger a support event, but the party's reputation is so low that no one is coming to help. Ramona's trying to mog everyone with her alpha feminist riz. She told the room that the Ohio crib is a no-man's zone, except for her late-night guests. Her aura is so cooked, she's just yapping to fill the silence while the insurance lady prepares to phantom tax her whole life. Dorito Boy hit her with the bombastic side-eye and started playing with his ball, which was a total tilt move. Ramona absolutely lost it, snatched the ball, and sent it into the shadow realm. She then turned to the daughter, threatening to gatekeep the boss bitch lifestyle from her. Then she had the nerve to tell the daughter she's on the chopping block for the boss bitch list. Dorito Boy felt a total emotional damage critical hit. He felt personally attacked because his own mom was basically saying the house was a VIP club he wasn't invited to. Seeing his brother's spirit leave his body, the daughter decided to be the peacekeeper main. She went for the hug, thinking she could heal the party's trauma with a better health referral. But Ramona, who had been scammed by that site's subscription model before, absolutely snapped, pulling Miss Knife and sent that pillow to the gulag. Dorito Boy is staring at the shredded remains of the farting pillow like he just saw a main character get written out of the show. That was a legendary item with high emotional stats, and Ramona just deleted it. Before he could even post a RIP in the chat, the daughter started screaming from the kitchen. She stepped on a shard of the goofy husband mug. It's a total health bar drain, and the vibes are officially mid. Dorito Boy finally stood his ground, demanding to know why Ramona was griefing the living room. Ramona hit him with the ultimate gaslight, claiming the lady in the burqa is actually a vengeful spirit with high-level telepathy. She's out here telling her kids she didn't choose the villain life. The ghost forced her into it. It's giving the demons made me do it vibes. Dorito Boy's brain went into full Ohio lag. He phantom taxed Ramona's freedom and locked her in the back rooms. Then he grabbed Grandpa's skibidi gun and activated his true American riz. He W-keyed straight at the lady in the burqa, thinking he's the main character of Fortnite. He's about to hit a clip, but the only thing he's hitting is absolute rock bottom. Dorito Boy is trying to spawn camp the insurance lady. He's threatening a preschool shootout event, but he doesn't realize he's talking to a retired principal. She has infinite composure stats. She took the threat personally and decided to leak the entire script. She told him the truth about her and his dad, and suddenly, Dorito Boy's Giga Chad play looks like a total fail run. The insurance lady hit him with the true crime riz, explaining how Ramona phantom taxed the dad's life for the insurance money. It was a total crash-out plan. But Dorito Boy's brain is in Ohio. He heard car crash and immediately lost the plot. He told she was being a sus yapper and basically told her to stop capping. Getting shut by a child was the last straw for the lady in the burqa. She decided to flex her hidden stats and performed a literal magic trick, fingering the ghost of the wind chime with a single gesture. The chime started ringing with a moaning energy that wasn't there before. Dorito Boy's aura didn't just drop, it hit 0. He realized he was out of his league and did a full tactical retreat back into his room. Rescue mission successful. The daughter just revived Ramona, but the team's morale is at an all-time low. Dorito Boy walked in with a massive depression debuff. He's not even trying to grief the lobby anymore. He just sat in the corner, typed "day ruined" in the local chat, and started a silent stream. He's not disappointed in the insurance lady. He's just sad that the main character arc ended in a tactical retreat.
Ramona went full storytime mode. She dropped the lore that her goofy husband wanted to live a trad life on a cotton farm, while she was out here trying to be the next big thing in the gallery scene. He really told her that taping a banana to a wall wasn't art, which is a massive ratio. She couldn't let his farmcore lifestyle gatekeep her success, so she chose the insurance payout over the agricultural life. Ramona decided she was done with the farmcore yap session. She snatched the keys, ready to do a burnout in the driveway. The goofy husband tried to hit her with the reality check, saying she had consumed way too much soda to be operating heavy machinery. He tried to tell her she was lagging, but she ignored the warning. She's about to try and hit a clip in the family SUE while peaking on a sugar rush. Ramona hit the cabin with that Ohio skibidi scent. The husband couldn't handle the aura and went straight to the gulag. While the car was lagging, an Indian driver did a surprise encounter and crashed the whip. Ramona was ready to do a runner, but she remembered the insurance riz. She's not running. She's waiting for that phantom tax from the insurance company. Ramona's aura is in the negatives. She realized the goofy husband got sent to the gulag by a fart before the car even got taxed. She's feeling the grief cringe because the insurance riz doesn't work if the cause of death is just stinky vibes.
The daughter hit a scream that was verified Dolby Atmos quality. The lady was done with the cap. She literally shadow banned herself to attack them physically. Ramona realized the boss fight was too hard and told the squad to camp in the attic immediately.
Great job blocking the door after she was already inside.
Genius. The lady didn't even waste breath on them. She just took the kid and left. Ramona and Dorito Boy trailed behind like lost puppies, realizing they aren't even the main characters in their own house.
Ramona had enough of the Ohio vibes. She hit the Sigma pose and confessed that her fart was the real imposter that phantom taxed her husband's life. She told the Skibbity Squad, the kids, to run for the hills because she's about to cook something epic.
Chat, the daughter just gifted a legendary tier support item. She passed Mr. Penguin to Ramona for the +10 bravery stat. Ramona tried to act like her inventory was already full, but she accepted the item anyway. She's standing there with a fake disconnect face, trying to look cool while holding a bird. The final 1v1 is
The insurance lady took her to the freaky shed and then told her that she will make a torture video for the dark web and sell it for the money she took from the insurance company. Ramona felt like she was cooked, but then she realized that the Mr. Penguin wasn't a normal penguin, but a rare toy that cost more than OnlyFans mom's 2 years' worth of income. Ramona really thought she was a master negotiator. She offered half of the expensive penguin, but the lady in the burqa isn't a fool. She took the entire bird as payment for having to listen to Ramona's excuses all day. Then, without even saying goodbye, she ghosted the scene like a fart. Now Ramona's standing in a shed with no husband, no money, and no toy. The kids lost their way and came back. Ramona felt a massive weight lift off her shoulders because her crime arc was officially over. They headed back to the house to live their rest of the miserable lives. The camera panned to her latest modern painting, and it's literally just some paint wiped with a diaper. It's low-key a scam, but at least the vibes are finally wholesome.
And that's a wrap, guys. I know the sudden change in voice must have felt weird, but I'm broke at the moment. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Until then, stay safe and be sussy.